And welcome everybody to our Tuesday night team conference call. Great to see your faces. Thank you so much for hopping on. We are going to touch on products, parties, the spring summer catalog that is launching here in just a couple days. I cannot believe we are 11 days from February already. This is nuts. 2021, is it going to be a blink? Does 2020 kind of felt long? I'm not gonna lie, kind of felt
Let's
long.
hope that's a sign that 21 will go by much faster.
Well, I don't know. See, but then it's that double-edged sword. Do you want time to fly or do you want it to stand still?
True. Yeah.
I saw a very funny thing. It said 2021. Wait. 2020 went home, put on a wig, and came back as 2021. Have you seen that? It's kind of funny. There's so many of those out there.
I've seen the one where it says 2020 turned 21, so we all better watch out.
Well, I hope that means it's going to be a good rowdy year.
It's a party year then, right?
I don't know. So we have a new catalog launching in 11 days. How many of you ordered stuff from the Valentine Collection that just came out? Did you? Yeah, exciting. We were just talking about the adorable blush spin wall diffuser, but that one doesn't have a light. And so I said, well, I want it to have a light, so I'm going to order that one and just swap the covers put the pink one in my daughter's bathroom and just swap the covers because I like having the one with the light.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, so funny, $5 more for a change of color, isn't it?
I wish they would just sell the shells so we can interchange them.
That would be, I know. Off the record, I was saying,
good idea, share, Becker.
Yeah, idea share. Okay, so Valentine Collection came out. Has anybody received their Catching Z's collection yet? You have. Oh my gosh, so many of you have. How do they smell?
I need to smell them. I've heard good things. I've heard some people say they like
amazing.
Almost all of them.
They're good. Amazing.
They are really
There's
good.
one I don't like.
So you've gotten them and you've smelled them and they're great. Oh, I cannot wait. To get those.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And have we ordered our transition testers if that's something that you want? I know stickers are in and out of stock. Has everybody found, or those that were looking for it, the sheet to put the stickers on, the scratch and sniff stickers? Okay, you're nodding yes. So that's been posted on our page and you're good there. You've ordered catalogs or showcase brochures. I know product lists. Are those still out of stock? The tear off pages? Does anybody know? They're back in stock, Becker? Awesome. Okay, good. I need to add those to a party coming up then. All right, so you've got your transition transition stuff. Good. Two biggest changes in the new catalog are the price of Zen Rock and Love. They were $25. They've now gone up to $30. Other than that, there's no new product lines to learn about. There is just new products to learn about. Have you smelled the new fragrances? Yeah? Thumbs up? Good? At least one or two that you like? Probably like most of them, but one or two maybe that you don't like. That's typically how it goes, right? Okay, good. And next week is our big Jeopardy game. So excited. Your director team has already started planning. And so next week you will want to be on 9:15 sharp. We'll probably get on a little bit early to get everything set up. But we are going to play Jeopardy and there will be prizes. Yay! So that's what we're going to be doing next week. And then the following week, this is just kind of giving you guys a heads up. The following week, we're going to really focus on getting back to basics, addressing things like what we should be focusing on with our businesses beginning of the year. No matter your title, no matter your stage or life cycle of your business, we all have the same basic things that are foundational in our businesses. And so we're going to just break it down and talk about those things that are important to focus on, but also remind ourselves that we can't do everything for everyone all the time. When you see 100 new ideas or 100 great ideas, you don't implement all 100 of those. A lot of times when we try to be the super consultant, that super mega, I strive to be the best of the best of the best, we can burn ourselves out because we're not focusing on the right steps or not focusing on the correct stage of your business. And so we just want to bring you back together, kind of regroup, make sure that everybody feels supported and, feels, in control of their path. So that's where we're going to be going for the next 2 weeks. So Jeopardy next week, Back to Basics the following week. And then I believe that the week after Back to Basics, Jackie is going to talk to us about YouTube. Jackie's had a ton of success on YouTube, and she's actually going to do a mock YouTube recording with us on Zoom. And so she will pretend like it's just her and her computer and her camera, and she's going to put together a Scentsy video and show us how she does it. And so I'm excited for that as well. I have a lot to learn and I love learning. So anytime that anybody can teach me something, I am all about it. So that kind of gives you the heads up on the next 3 weeks. Please invite your teams, encourage them to get on, especially with Jeopardy. You will learn something next week. We will all learn at least one thing next week. I'm pretty confident on that. Be studying and tell your teams as well. Get to know your catalog and come play Jeopardy with us next Tuesday. But we really want to expand this Zoom community, engage more of our teams, get more consultants to see the value. Now, I will say we do have a pretty good playback watch. What am I trying to say? Views. So people are tuning into the recordings, but we would love to have more join us in this community live. It's become kind of our little weekly catch up, check in, family. Yeah. So that gives you the roadmap for the next 3 weeks. So what is one of the biggest things that we should be focusing on, especially in the next 11 days? What do you, Janie?
Scentsy Club.
Scentsy Club. And why would we want to focus on Scentsy Club in the next 11 days?
Asking me?
Anybody?
Well, because our scents are going to go away. Get your favorites while you can. Encourage your customers.
Yes. I love that in the catalog, Scentsy put in the front the Always Get My Bar program. It's in the front. It's not buried toward the back. And that and Whiff Box are both toward the front of the catalog. It's a pretty amazing feeling to go into a month and have sales coming in from Scentsy Club. I will tell you, this month, I have not input any of my or closed out any of my parties yet. I haven't ordered anything that I've needed. And my sales are at $846 from Scentsy Club orders. So to have, I was just away for 19 days and I wasn't home, being able to, I could work remotely certainly and place orders, but to have $800 and almost $50 in Scentsy Club orders, and that's not including anything else that I have to go in for the month, is pretty outstanding. And it just takes educating our customers that it exists. Any customer that you have that says, I love this scent, I never want this scent to go away, they are a candidate for Scentsy Club. Anybody that falls in love with a fragrance that is a wax bar Scentsy will continue to make that bar for them if they have a Scentsy club. Now, if you're not familiar with Scentsy Club, you'll want to be a little bit more familiar with Scentsy Club by next week for Jeopardy. But that is our golden ticket to having hassle-free sales. They just occur, and it's phenomenal. So yes, with Scents discontinuing, this is where it comes in. It's always important when you track your customers that have favorite fragrances, so that anytime they return, you can notify them, and anytime they're leaving, you can tell them or educate them on Scentsy Club. What else did we want to say about Club? Anything? Okay. Bundles and the bundle and saves have stayed the same. There's no new bundle and saves. Little bit of a change for the charitable cause warmer. It's not specifically for one charitable cause, but that $9.50 from each warmer sold will be the charitable contribution. So that's a good selling point. Again, this is just kind of hitting some high notes.
So, Melissa, hitting on, let's play devil's advocate. How would the individual who says, well, why would I want to buy it if I don't know what charity it goes to? Has anybody thought through that, or what their thoughts are going to be?
Well, I would say, so let's see. Let me pull it up. Which is an interesting, I'm not exactly sure the mindset behind not picking one particular charity this time around.
And on Heidi and Orville's live, they talked about not picking a particular one because, like, when they went with Special Olympics, they dictated what the warmer could look like, the color. And so their thought was, Orville said, we create a lot of really good looking warmers. We want to say what it is and then pick the charity. So that's why they kind of did it that way. And they could pick more than one per catalog season.
They also mentioned that they could earn more or be able to donate more to charitable causes, because some of them, they had such strict guidelines that they felt that the warmer that they were choosing or they were limited to wasn't a very successful one because of the way the design was. They were limited.
Mm-hmm. Scentsy, I'm looking up ScentsyCharitableCause.com. Scentsy has dedicated a website, not a website, it actually directs to the page that talks about the charitable cause. Let's just see, it tells the stats. We contribute to multiple charities each catalog season, all with sustainable programs focusing on children, families, and communities. It's important that we give to the charities that are most meaningful to our consultants and customers. So we want to help you. We want you to help decide where the money goes. Contact your consultant with your ideas for worthy local charities to support. Yeah, it does just say they're going to charitable organizations. But what you could say is, here are some of the charities that we have supported in the past. And then American Heart Association. I have the list. I have the list in front of me. I don't want to speak.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but something maybe.
No. You're not
in the future, because I mean, before it was always obviously what it was, and people who supported that cause would buy that warmer. They could care less what that warmer looked like because they supported that cause. And so now maybe we need to provide the tools for you guys of how to approach that and continue to get sales for it. So maybe something we can come up with, Melissa, when we talk tomorrow, and maybe some tools to put together to help you guys as you encounter those things.
American Heart Association, Habitat for Humanity, Make-A-Wish Foundation, National Breast Cancer Foundation, Shriners Hospitals for Children, And those are just to name a few. And I get that school of thought, Tammy. Not limiting, just because it is Autism Speaks, this is more of an all-encompassing, your money is going to many different charitable organizations.
And
one
maybe
that
like that one thing that you read that basically said, let your consultant know the worthy charitable causes. So maybe you can tell people that you're keeping track for all that you sell of the organization that they wish for it to be contributed to, keep a tally of it. And, if there's a way for us to, provide that information.
And I think you would just want to say, that you wouldn't want them to think that their money from their
Right.
warmer is going to the
Right.
charity of their choice.
Yeah.
But loosely saying, Wendy, what were you going to say?
I know they were having consultants go on Idea Share and put in recommendations, and Karen Sting had somebody that was kind of belligerent with her, and she's like, well, I didn't know that it was working. Well, it said, because they must have went there, and you need to tell Scentsy that this is where, oh yeah. And she's like, I'm not even for sure what I'm supposed to be doing about this, for recommendation,
Yeah. And so let's just follow what the website says. And, you can certainly, tell that customer, who would you, if you could choose who your money went to,
Right.
who would you want it to go to? So, any other things that stood out to anybody with this new catalog change before we switch gears and talk for a second about parties? Anything else that stood out in this catalog that we should
I
call
think just
attention
seeing
to?
how many of the warmers of the month made it into this catalog. Like they always do, but it seemed like there was a lot this catalog that made it in there.
Huh, that's a good observation.
Yeah.
The redesign of the lid of the one warmer. The glitter,
Glimmer and glow.
yeah. It's got the cutout sides. It's no longer a solid lid.
Um,
And does
Oh,
everyone, if you purchased the Glimmer and Glow before, you can actually get the lid for free. You just have to contact customer service. So make sure and do that to get the new lid.
Also, in case you missed it, because I had a few people message me and ask me, the digital copy of the catalog has the correct new lid for that warmer on it, but the print copy does not. So if you want to
Thank you for
alter
that.
your catalog before you send them out, go for it.
That's great to know. Thanks, Nicole.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Should we be contacting our customers and saying, do you want to replace your lid? Are you having any issues with the wax? Like just do a check-in with them on that warmer, do you think? Or
You
how
could.
should we handle it? Okay.
You could.
That's exactly what I did. Not to jump in, Melissa, but
Yeah,
I
no,
just
no,
reached
you're
out.
fine.
I reached out to each customer that ordered it and said, hey, just so you know, Scentsy has redesigned the warmer for the upcoming catalog, and they're extending an offer to those who've already purchased this warmer to get that top replaced if they wish, is kind of how
Okay.
I'm wording it and giving them the option, and they all chose to get it. And I had it each direct ship to each of them. So it was
Okay,
really
perfect.
easy, but they actually, and this is a good touch point for you too, for customer service. They actually really appreciated me reaching out to them and letting them know this is an option. So
Yeah, I
you
sure
might
would.
gain some brownie points.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I did
you?
the same thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
If anybody contacted me and was like, hey, can we get you the updated this for free?
This is like that extra customer. That's why I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
but okay, I will.
Yeah. What else? Anything else that jumped out in the catalog or any
Palm
changes?
Beach Breeze Laundry. I am in heaven.
Yes. That is exciting. I'm really excited about watermelon tangerine hitting
Yes.
fragrance flower.
Squeeze the day in a pod. Although I cleaned with it the other day and I'm like, no, not ready for you yet. I put it back
No.
away.
I just want to
Okay.
fast forward to the bring back my bars, the next round. I'm like, I voted
Yeah.
for Honeymoon Hideaway like all day, every day. Like it made me cry when I saw it made the list of like even to be in the top 20. I'm like, oh my God.
Fiesta lime in the cleaning. That is my ultimate. That was my pot in my
Oh,
truck.
that is Fiesta Lime is excellent.
I wanted that back in the wax so badly so I could add more to my club because one bar every 3 months just isn't quite enough.
That's exactly what I ordered was my Fiesta lime.
And Johnny Appleseed in a scent pod. Woo, yummy. That's like the best scent ever.
Hibiscus, pineapple, everything. Yes, please.
Yeah. I feel like this is a very summery catalog. I feel like they really made this one. I feel very beachy. Like very beachy and paradisey looking at this catalog, especially the first couple pages. The seashells and the flowers and I think they did a really nice job on the design of these warmers. I think that country sunshine, it's really cool how it will put the sunshine on the wall behind it. I don't know if you noticed that, but the way that there's a cutout in the back, around the warmer will look like a sunshine. So that's a really cool selling point. What else? Same with home at last warmer. There's a cutout on the back of that one as well that will create kind of an illumination on the wall behind it. I'm very excited about Midnight Floral. I don't know about any of you, but I'm very excited to get my hands on that. I did feel like when you glance through, did you feel like there are a lot of warmers? I felt like there was a lot of warmers, but maybe it's because there's quite a few new ones.
I liked the layout of the catalog. I think that it's easier to find things.
Agreed.
And maybe that's why it feels like there's more warmers because they're all right up front.
And I like the way they grouped them. Like all the ones with words on them are on the page together for the most part. You know,
Don't
like
get confused though. There are some that aren't in the front that are on the fold out.
Some that are not on the pages at all.
Yeah, like Bless This Home is one of them.
That isn't in here?
It's not in the pictures, but it is on the fold out.
Yep, I noticed that too. That's what made me notice all the warmers of the month.
I'm excited about the new colors of the little fans, the mini fans. I think those are cute. Okay, wait. So
We know that Lenny the Lamb is going. Lenny the Lamb is no longer going to be in the catalog.
Got it.
Because they're bringing in Bailey the bunny.
Exactly.
There's a couple other warmers too that aren't in the front that are in the fold out. So we're gonna have to study that for Jeopardy, you guys.
Don't be giving any pointers. Every person for themselves.
Don't look at the leaflet. I certainly won't be looking at that. Nope.
We wouldn't use open book. Come on now.
Hey, you can do anything you want.
For this Jeopardy, you can.
Speaking of, has anybody watched Jeopardy? And it's so strange without Alex. Like his voice was like,
can't do it.
It's so weird.
I refuse to watch it. I won't even watch.
It's so weird.
I don't want to set myself up for that disappointment. Just can't.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Bob Barker was no longer The Price is Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyhow, okay. parties. So how many of you have parties that are going or going to be starting February, beginning of February with new catalog? So I'm going to continue doing online parties for all of those. I've got 7 that are ready for February 1st. And I'm going to be doing the true Facebook party like we trained on last year, where they're going to fill out the contact form. Those that fill out the contact form, I will send them in the mail their scratch and sniff stickers, their little party pack, and conduct the party that way. Now, Mary Jane, you've been doing, do you want to talk really quick about the parties that you're doing? Because what I just want to have, if you have any parties that you're doing, I want to hear how you are conducting the party or what the party is, just to throw some ideas out there. So, Mary Jane.
Talking about my personal Zoom bingo?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now doing personal Zoom bingos real quick. It's I take a customer that buys from me regular, ask them if they would like to do their own personal Zoom party. They invite their guest. I set up a party link for them so they can order online or order through through the party host, or call me. The incentive for them to have their personal bingo is they're collecting all the rewards. It's just like doing a home party only on Zoom, and we play bingo and I give out prizes. And so far, everybody I've asked has been great. I've got one party going on the 28th. She's at $687 right now. And she said, this is funny, she said, I want to do my own. I want to be the caller of bingo. Can I come over to your house and do it? I go, yeah. She's actually coming over and going to call her own. So I'll go on first, introduce myself, saying thank you to everybody for coming. And please friend request me on Facebook. That's a must. Well, I'm not going to say it's a must, but I'm going to say, please friend request me. And when you do, I'm going to send you a gift in the mail. So when they friend request me, I'm going to send them a personal message and say, Cassie, thank you so much for coming to Melissa's party. Please send me your address. I'd like to send you a gift in the mail. So I will send them a gift in the mail with a new catalog. And now I keep their information. I also, of course, add them to Amy with their order, do a recorded order. And then in 2 months from now, when they contact me and say, hey, I need more wax, you don't even know who this is. Here's Cassie saying, I need more wax. I'm going, who is Cassie? So I just kind of go back and read our dialogue. Oh yeah, she went to Melissa's party. So then I say to her, sure, what can I get for you? The wax is buy 5, get 1 free. And make sure you say hi to Melissa for me. So now she's very impressed because I remembered she was at Melissa's party. So it's just like that. It's just follow up and keeping good records. I guess that's it.
Thanks, Jeannie. What else is going on?
Mary Jane, that's a great way to do that. I missed all you guys. I got done early and I got to get on. But I like that idea because some people may not be able to come to bingo or whatever, and to be able to do it. I think it's awesome that she wants to come to your house and call. I would be that hostess that would want to do that too.
Well, Annette, tell us, since we haven't seen you in a while, tell us what's going on. What are you
just
doing?
did training tonight on Circle City on getting people to sign up for scent subscriptions and how you can front load your calendar. I've been doing a lot of training and learning from the best, and I've missed your faces.
Oh,
I did break it to our director group that there's going to be sometimes, depending on the topic, on my other people's pages, I will not always be on Zoom because I miss this crew.
You're so cute. Yes. Tell us what you said about scent subscriptions. We talked about that as well.
Basically what I did is I asked everybody who had one, and if you had one monthly, every 2 months, or every 3 months, and some people had multiples. We talked about the advantage of getting it to $60 and having half price items. And I wasn't for sure if you could just order bricks, period. And I thought you had to get the $30, but the new way you can order. So I encourage people, do it every other month or every 3 months. Offer the opportunities of those scents that come in the brick for $24. You'd be surprised how many want the brick. And now that my goal is for this year to front load my calendar with subscriptions,
Yes.
I have been saying that if I got someone that's ordering 6 bars of prickly pear agave, or, you know, those people that love winterberry apple tea, I'm going to say to them, get you signed up. And the perk is if you get $30, you're getting 10% off. It's automatically going to come to you, and you can choose the frequency, and you can have as many as you want. And then one of the things that I learned from one of the gals that's in one of the groups that I'm in during training for January is that she said, I just decided I'm going to go back to the basics. I'm doing a 3-minute video showcasing and sharing my excitement for Scentsy Club. Then I'm going to follow it up with the QR code on my label, and I'm going to put it on my bar. I'm also going to share it in different ways. I'm going to share it on Insta Story and, you know, Instagram and Facebook. I'm actually going to show me unboxing it. And those people that get theirs, have them tag me. Because if you've got someone that's following you, you're going to end up, like when you want to go purchase a pair of shoes that shows up in your Facebook page, you look at it one time, you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want them. Then it keeps showing up 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 times. A lot of times people have to see it 3 times before they make the purchase. So Megan Dale had done the same thing. She talked about how she starts the month out with $1,000, but she groups hers and spends like $85, and she needs to start another one. She'll start another one, and that way she maximizes on that half price item. And she does bars. She'll have people that really like blueberry cheesecake, so she gets a couple of those. So I basically said, don't make yourself broke in doing it. But if you've got people buying the same products every other month, especially cleaning or laundry, and they're already paying full price for it anyway, put them in club. So it's really kind of simple. So I'm going to follow up on and do a couple of different things and share a couple of videos. So if you want me to, I'll post it on your page too.
Yeah, totally fine.
I have a question. I feel stupid asking this, but I just had my first person sign up for Scentsy Club. Where do you locate people that have Scentsy Club under your name? And like, how do you know what they have?
I know that mine show up, they have theirs come out like on the 12th of the month or something like that. And they pop up in my order history that their order has been placed. I'm able to click on it like an order. I can see exactly what's in their club. At one point, didn't they say, Melissa, they were going to create a report for us or try to do something where we could see everybody that's in club?
Yes.
Is that still in the
my
works?
girl, she signed up. She messaged me. She said, hey, did you get notified that I signed up? I'm like, no. She was like, okay, I'm going to forward you the email. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, I'm happy you signed up, but I feel embarrassed that I didn't even know.
Becker, what were you saying?
When you go into your orders tab, there's a Scentsy Club tab, but you should have also gotten an email that somebody did sign up. So
Sign up
that's
for the club.
weird. Like check your spam folder or something, because I always get an email saying so-and-so signed up, just so you are aware. But then in your orders tab, there'll be, you know how it says like open orders? There'll be a Scentsy Club tab too.
Thank you.
The Scentsy Club tab is currently not working.
Oh, I'm on mine right now.
I can see mine too.
I had problems with the workstation tonight where I had to completely log out and log back in. It wouldn't even allow me to type in car bar. And I'm like, what is going on? I don't have time for this.
And under that tab, it will tell you the frequency of, like mine will tell me how much total club I have this month. And then it'll tell me the customers, and if they are monthly, bi-monthly, it will tell you all that information.
Well, and in the days now with the pandemic, QR codes have made a comeback, and everybody is putting QR codes all over everything, on catalogs, on bars. So if you don't know, I'm going to show you really quickly how you can generate one. It takes 2 seconds. And for those that are not familiar with QR codes, so you can go to the site qrcodegenerator.com. And when you type in whatever, I typed in my web address, but you can type in, and then let me move this out of the way. And it makes my QR code. And there's all these different ways that you can have it appear. And then you just download it. And so this, when I scan this, if I put my phone, because that's how you use, at least on an iPhone, all you have to do to read this is pull up your camera app on your phone, and you can see, wait, hold on, let it focus. It says, would you like to open wicklesstwist.com in Safari? Can you see that okay? So, and that's free to do. You can go to QR code generator, type in your web address. There's all of these different options that you can put for these frames. It looks like it's free to sign up. But then you can download this and you can put it anywhere. You can put it on your catalog. You can put it on, wait 1 second. Let me stop share. Andrea Hatch, are you still on? Okay, then
Yeah, I'm here.
I didn't want to give away the really cool idea that you saw. But can we at least, can we share that idea? Not about the whole thing, but just about what consultants are doing is putting their QR code on a keychain and when they carry that around with them. That way, if they come across anybody that wants to see their catalog, all you have to do is hold out your keychain with your QR code, and that person can scan it with their phone. It's not, nobody has to touch anything. And, you know, it's a way to have your catalog right at your fingertips at all times without a physical catalog. Is just having it linked directly to the catalog link on your website. So let me back up. What I did to create that QR code was just my website. So that's just going to take them directly to the website. What you would need to do is go to your website, then click on view catalog, and whatever that link is, that it'll be your PWS and then / and then it's view the catalog or whatever. That is what you would paste into the QR code generator so that when you scan it, it automatically goes straight to the catalog, not just to your website. But that is, Wendy, what? You put it on the back of your phone.
That's what I'm gonna do. And I've got it on my truck. My QR code is on the back window of my truck, and I've got to just put something on there so they can just scan my truck.
That's a great idea on the back of your phone case. Then you always, if you come, I mean, because you always have your phone with you, put it on the back of your phone case, or put it on the back of your phone and then put your phone in the case. So then if anybody wanted, you always have it on you. That'll take them contactless right to your catalog. So there, maybe you learned one cool thing today.
Another thing.
Oh, go ahead, Wendy.
With my phone, my old phone, I could do that. I have an Android. I just got a new phone and I'm trying to figure it out. I have to go to that Bixby or whatever it is and then hit scan for a QR code to be able to get it to pop up. So if anybody has an Android, I'm going to try to figure out how I can fix that, because
you can't do it with just your camera.
No, it's not letting me do it. It keeps going to Pinterest. It won't let me, because
Okay,
that's
let me play with my phone and I see if I can help you.
See, I have a Samsung and I open my camera and it goes right to wherever the QR code goes.
My old phone did, and I just got this 10E and it's like giving me fits, because that's when I generated my QR code on my tablet. I would pull it up on my phone so that way I made sure that it was doing what I wanted it to do before I printed it off.
Maybe it's could it be a setting in the camera app?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's driving, yeah.
If you go into your apps and go to default settings and clear default settings for Bixby, you might be able to fix that.
Okay.
And another thing you can do as well is I just sent out a package to my hostess for February 1st. She's one that got referred to me from my cousin that was in Japan. She ordered something and the girls saw her post. Well, she used to buy off her mom. And so she's now one of my VIPs, and we're party swapping. And I added the QR code to the flippable catalog so they can hold out their product sheet. I made up 20 bags, and I was like, I can't get rid of all my catalogs now, but I put that QR code on there so that they could flip the catalog, and then gave them the stickers and all that stuff. And she's taking it to her bunko group, and there's 20 people.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like,
That's
man,
awesome.
now that I got this technology, I feel really smart.
Yeah.
So
Well,
can
and
I
that's-
ask what the QR code would be good for your website or your catalog? What other benefits or what other places would be good to put it then?
You could create a QR code that's direct to a party link.
Okay.
So if everybody is, like I'm thinking about my party packs. So I usually put a label right on the front of my party pack, and it with the hostess's picture and information. Do I have one handy? Yeah, like this. So that part,
Can you
that
go
label.
over what you put in that pack one more time too?
Yeah. But I could put a QR code on here as well as that web address that takes her to the party, but I could put a QR code so that people wouldn't even have to type in that party link. They could just scan it and it would take them right to it.
I'm like,
Melissa, on my new business card, you told me to put one and it goes right to my join page on my
Yes.
business card. So they
On the
scan and it
business
goes right to the
card.
join.
Absolutely. And a lot of times, a lot of consultants will have their QR code always go to the join page first. You can navigate past the join page if you want to, but that's kind of what they've set as their landing page for anyone who uses their QR code. Carrie, what are you holding up?
It's the Scentsy Club flyer.
Okay. And you could put,
It's right on the back with all my contact information. So I've got the contact information there if they're not tech savvy, but I've got the QR code that goes right to my website right there.
Awesome.
And somebody had said earlier that, put it on, have it on your website or, whatever. I found that putting it on anything that they're going to be seeing online is not useful because most people are seeing those things while they're on their phone and they can't scan it while they're using their phone.
Truth.
So unless they're using a computer, they can't do it. So I've stopped putting it on social media and stuff like that because most people aren't going to be able to scan it because they're using their device. But anything in print, I've been adding it to.
That's great.
so you can have multiple codes then.
Yeah,
You can have them for the Scentsy Club for your, so, okay, you can create
Yes.
multiple codes. You just have to make sure you put the right codes on the right things that you want
Right.
them on.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
okay.
Yep. But you can. Yes, absolutely. It's so funny how that has become. I mean, every restaurant that I have gone to, everything now is scan the QR code for the menu, scan the QR code for the order pickup link. Like it's wild how that came and went quickly. And now it is like back in full force. So yeah, that's been a popular tool, for this contactless. Okay. Nicole, take us out with what you're doing with your catalogs. This is how we're going to end for tonight.
Okay, so I decided to be very intentional with Scentsy Club to end the catalog and start the catalog. But I sent out, first of all, some packages the very end of the month to people who were really top contributors as far as my sales this past year. And so I just put like a cute little thank you for supporting me and my business, a sample, the flyer, the product list, all the jargon. The discontinued list that's floating around, I printed it out and I actually starred my top 6. Vanilla Mint is like my top, and a lot of people, friends of mine, customers are like in love with it. So I triple starred that one. And then I put the Vanilla Mint sticker to seal the envelope so they could actually smell it as well. And in that also then I put, let me show you guys, I'll flip you around. This flyer here that somebody else, I can't take credit for it. I
on, let me
modified it
make
so it was
you-
mine.
Hang on one second. Let me make
Okay.
you, let me pin you so we can see it bigger. Okay, does that help everybody? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I can't take credit for this. Somebody else on one of the pages had created it and made it editable. So I edited it to make it current to the $30 and $60 as opposed to the free shipping we used to have. My own QR code, which we've been talking about, and all that stuff. My own Bitmoji, so it's not somebody else's. So I kind of made it my own. I included that in my envelope, as well as the scents. And I specifically chose a 6-pack because I want them to get a 6-pack of wax on this card. So that's what I did to end the year. Now to start the year, I went through and got a head start on my catalogs. I went through and looked at everything that I was really enjoying, and I kind of asterisked it. And I created in PicMonkey my own little welcome sheet, post-it note, whatever you want to call it. But it's essentially like my top picks for the catalog. So in each one of these boxes, I've included something that I love and the page number so they know where to find it. And it just basically says, these are some of my favorite things. I'm so excited about this catalog because you want them to be like amped up about it. And so I'm sharing my excitement for it. And then I'm encouraging them to create their own wish list and text it to me so they can find out how to save money on their own purchase. And of course, then I also created the QR code here for them to go and make their purchase if they wish to. I strategically placed this little ditty. I understand not everybody got their hands on these. They are going to be coming back. Use what you have. If you don't make up a sheet, I think Melissa, you posted one with scents that are coming back. You could use some of your scent of the month stickers that are still valid for the next couple of months. Get creative, find something, or if you got the scent kit, make samples and stick just a couple flat ones in there, a couple felt samples, something. But I put this specifically on of course, I just lost the page now, but I tucked it into this page here because this has the whiff box, which might draw excitement. It talks about always getting your bar. They're not able to smell them. Maybe they're going to want to join the club. And then I'm getting these all ready so that I can mail them out. I put my label on all of them so that I can mail them out, get them ready for hostesses, but they're readily available. I don't have to do anything. They're bulk done, completed, and ready to go out the door. So that's what I've been working on.
Love it. Love it. You know what I might even do? This would just be me. I would paper clip the that in there to that page so that when they open it, it stays at those pages instead of it falling out, and then because that's what you want them to see is those pages.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I love, thank you for sharing that. A question did ask if you could share any of those sheets with us. Like, do you have that, the editable, the one that you created off of somebody else's editable?
I probably do. It probably is still editable. And if it is, I will absolutely share it.
Awesome.
Thank you. If not, I'll try to figure out how I can. Okay. This thing that I created was just in PicMonkey. It was an already pre-done template that I just kind of doctored up and changed the words to my own and edited the fonts a little bit to make it work. I also want to keep in mind too, 6 packs of wax, like you always want to, this is what I tell my team anyway, you always want to share at least 6 scents because you want them to purchase 6 bars. So when I picked the 6, I put my top 6 scents in here for, my 6, pick 6. And I did the same with the pods as well, because I want them to pick multiple. So yeah, so do that. Don't suggest 3 or 2.
Yeah,
do 6.
That is, and that's a great, or even if you did want to only suggest a couple, or you only have room for a couple, whatever, at least suggest 3 or 4. Yeah. So that because if you only suggest 1 or 2, or say my favorite scent is, then people are like, oh, well, then I'll take one of those. So yeah, awesome tips, Nicole. Thank you so much. Okay. And last thing, let me come back to you. The last thing is Amy had asked what is in the party pack. Once again, that I send out to party guests. So I make samples of counter cleaner. This label is on Together We Scent. If you want it, it is in Johnny Appleseed. I put laundry samples in here. This one I had some hand soap and some hand cream samples. And then I put a catalog, or in this case, I did a showcase brochure because it's cheaper to mail. A showcase brochure. I love, and this is also on Together We Scent. It's the bundle and save page. But I fold it, and on top it says these packages are listed under specials on the website, because a lot of people don't know how to, they just add 6 bars to their cart and think it'll automatically take one, give them one for free. So I make sure to put this bundle and save and put that highlighted at the top. Then I put the warmer and scent of the month flyer. And then I include the why to join Scentsy. This is on Together We Scent as well. Why Scentsy? So I put this card, and it's just a very straightforward, why should I join? Can you see it? So it looks like this. So this is what you'd be looking for. If somebody finds it, bump it to the top. And my business card. And that's it. And so it can be any variation of these things. It could be more, it could be less. It could be just a showcase brochure or a product sheet and a scratch and sniff. Oh, I forgot to put, that's not in here, is it? Scratch and sniff stickers. That is one of the most important, wherever I have them. But like Nicole held up, the scratch and sniff stickers, I guess it's missing from this pack. But well, hey, study up this week. We have Jeopardy on new catalog and new catalog season next week. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting on. Great to see your faces. Have a great evening.